Hello, hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about some apps that will be good for you during this period that we're being socially distanced, from everybody. But this will still help you to stay connected. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and get into it. All right. So the first thing that I would say that you have is, yes, you have your regular phone and what you're able to use. I got an iPhone and you could use FaceTime on that, and so that would be good if you have an iPhone. So that's just the regular way to stay in contact. If you're very simple, you could do that. That'll be awesome. The second thing that I would recommend is Marco Polo. All right, and so on this Marco Polo, it kind of states here, is on a mission to help people feel close. Here we share stories of real people using the app to rediscover the blessings of an authentic relationship with people in all corners of their lives, from family and close friends to colleagues and clients. And so you could use this not only as for friends and family, but you can also use it for clients too as well, if you're like a life coach or something along those lines. And so this is pretty awesome. I just went to marcopolo.com, as you guys can see, and clicked on the stories, and it kind of shares some different profiles here that I think are, pretty cool, and of course they share something here. One from Marco Polo through the ages, how families near and far stay in touch. Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? I got to represent Texas. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm from. Yeah. But anyway, that's where I'll share there. The other thing that I'd like to say, what does it actually have involved in it? Let's see here. No, I don't want to download it. Oh, that's for you to download. What's y'all's story? I'm not worried. But if you go to the very first, I just press Marco Polo up to the top to the left. And then you go through here and you'll see some reviews, more like having a conversation in real life, how Marco Polo is different, blah, blah, blah. But this is the pages I want to stop on, in which it says here, it gives you personal face-to-face communication with tone and context. You can use it with an Android and iOS system. Free, unlimited, and ad-free. Free, what can you get? What's better than that? What's better than free? You got group or one-on-one conversations, private only people you choose from your own contacts, stored in the cloud, so your phone storage isn't depleted. Videos don't disappear, and they can be stored forever. Filters and voice effects for fun. And so my wife specifically uses this app more than I do. We got some friends that are in Atlanta that kind of, hit her up to this, and she connects with them, are able to do videos instead of doing text, which people can do text message, but she does little videos that she's able to leave for them, and then you go and check them. You could set it up to where it has a notification for you to check it too as well. So video conversations that happen, they stay on there, like it says, forever, and you're able to listen to them and then also respond back. And so you can leave a video message and they can look at it later, and then you can respond back too as well. So Marco Polo is a really good app, and again, you can check it out, see how it goes, but it's good for Apple and also Android, period. The next app that I will be talking about here is one of the ones that I loved. I recently got introduced to it. It's called WhatsApp. WhatsApp is pretty cool. The reason why I love WhatsApp is my sister has Android system, and I have Apple, and so we couldn't use FaceTime in order for us to connect. And so with my mom actually introduced me to this so that I could connect with my sister. This became something that was very useful for me, so I'm able to call her and connect with my nieces, and actually see them via video. And so I thought that was pretty cool. The other thing that I got introduced to was I set up a group with people who didn't necessarily have iPhone, but they had iOS system, and they weren't really big on all they did is mainly text. They didn't really like going online and doing Facebook and all that stuff. And this worked real well because as you could see here, over here, you're able to set up a group, and in this group of WhatsApp, you can record anything that you want to record here and then place it in there. And so that becomes pretty cool. They can listen to it, and then you can respond back via a message, or you can even respond back via text. The other cool thing about this in this group is that you can also provide in there PDFs in the group, and you can also on this app, the last thing that I would say is be able to have like a video call, kind of sort of like a Zoom, and that's going to be the last one that we talk about, to where you can have a video call where everybody's on there. And so those two apps, Marco Polo and WhatsApp, are the apps that I specifically use in order to connect with people. So yeah, check out that website, whatsapp.com, or even WhatsApp on your iOS device or Android. Very useful. So let's see here, what else? So it's just got some good stuff that I really like, how it shows all these different features, because it's amazing. You could do video too as well. So it's very good stuff. That's what I say. So that's what we have there. The last one that I'm going to recommend is going to be Zoom. Zoom for Business is very awesome. Zoom is the top video conferencing app, even by Okta 2020, and all that good stuff. And I really love Zoom. I just recently connected with somebody on Facebook, and we connected by me setting up in his schedule to actually come and check out, through Zoom. And he was from Hong Kong. Shout out to my boy Evan Yuong. Hey, forgive me if I'm saying that wrong, but hey, be blessed. But yeah, that's how we connected, is through Zoom. And I'm pretty sure, what's so cool about this with Zoom is you can use it for free, starting out for free. This is a shameless plug for those that are entrepreneurs. So this works in a two-part deal. As an entrepreneur, it's very key and very important to provide something up front that's free. When you do that, you're putting some skin in the game, and people get a chance to see who you are, see what you have to offer, whether it be coaching or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? So people get a chance to see what you literally have to offer. And you see that all the time with people doing that. And so I really love free. I really thrive on free, especially when you're starting out, but as a business owner. But when you start getting bigger in your business and having more, yes, you can start moving up into these different prices. And actually, my six-figure mentors, Marypreneur Life, this is actually how I met them. We had heard through one of our friends that, hey, if you want to grow your business, you need to talk to these individuals. And so we were like, okay, cool, we will. So they sent us their information. We set up a Zoom call. Never heard of Zoom before, but that was my first introduction into Zoom. And so connected with them because they lived between Texas and New York. So we didn't see them in person, but this is how we saw them. So this introduced me to, it just blew my mind, to coaching that could happen online. And from that point, I was hooked. Into Zoom, and I really like this. And so that's why I'm really fond of Zoom. So some might say I'm biased, but man, I really do think they are the best in the industry. The tools that they have on there, the features that they have when you actually have meetings is very, very cool. You can do screen sharing. You can also share documents. You can also set up webinars to this, but through the free, you can host up to 100 participants. Or one-on-one meetings, which is very good. It's unlimited in regards to not only meetings, but minutes, okay? Whereas if you have a group of people, let's say you have a small group, a church group, or even a business group that has, you need to have meetings for your business, you only have a limit of 40 minutes. So that may be good for some of you, because some of these meetings that people have are useless or worthless, if you know what I mean. It's like, man, get to the point. What is this meeting about? You know what I'm saying? So y- y- 40 minutes helps you to budget your time to be direct and specific to take back whatever the takeaway that people need to take away in that meeting, so 40 minutes limits on group meetings, the unlimited number of meetings, so you could do that. They got online support. But that's what I would say. I really love Zoom. I'd really highly recommend it. All these different ones that I've shown you, I would highly recommend that you definitely check them out, and tap into them. But out of the two, or I shared about three or four of them, but out of Marco Polo or WhatsApp, which one would you rather use? Okay, and thus I'll say that there. That's for just personal use. But does anybody else use Zoom? If not, what are some tools that you do use? And kind of tell us a little bit more about it, of what you would recommend. But hey, man, this is Artiz Strouds. I'm the life coach and entrepreneur. Signing out today. Share this with one other person as well that could benefit from this content. And until next time, hey, be blessed, man. Peace.